Hello everybody, it is Brony time, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. When we last left off, we finished up our investigation. We learned about the DL6 incident and the death of Edgeworth's father, Miles. God damn it. We learned about the death of Miles' father, Gregory Edgeworth, and now we're in case facing down his mentor, Von Karma. And, he is an ass. And, well, we're about to interrogate Lana Hart here about what she saw. It's gonna be an interesting day. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough, huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There was no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, order, order. I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, the court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have the photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose, or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well, if you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. But only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. But what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? I think I noticed one little thing. Well, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray if you will shake, this isn't a waste of time. Yeah, because asking to cross-examine... yeah, whatever. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Why were you camping there anyway? Okay, so third, alright. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope, I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not a leisurely chat with the witness. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I was asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. Jonathan, quick, he's hiding something. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. Not the photo. Saw the two men. He's hiding something. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Car, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep you from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I want scan the whole lake. Scan the whole lake? Almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. Seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I'll have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick, Lotta's testimony's fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya, is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. It's a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire the pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea? Treating me like some kind of criminal. I saw him. I swear. I saw Edgeworth. Enough, Judge. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No! Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Is that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again, but he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. But Maya... Peh, I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. Running out of time. I better find a contradiction here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph! The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself, Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course, I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. Did it? I finally found a hole in Von Karma's perfectly vague testimony. You're right. It was a cold night, and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem. You brought some binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Binoculars? Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain, Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? Leave it as is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? This is make it or break it. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well, Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. Here was to take pictures of meteor shower. I doubt that. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It's pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Ooh. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. Was Miss Hart trying to take a photo of the lake? Miss Hart, this is what you're trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake to try to photograph Gordy. I have proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see. And no joking around this time, please. What is the proof that the witness was trying to take the photograph at Gourd Lake? The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order, I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah? Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove. There's nothing more that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she so simply said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You're hiding a little thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine. I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. If Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Very funny. You understand this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. An investigative photographer. Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's when I had some sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of shaky basis for a career. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a man or anything. I hope to God this is the right statement. Yep, it is. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there any normal person be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you're far from normal. What? You want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't have given the boat a second thought. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need a binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there at all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching the boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph. You got proof. Still, we can't see who was shooting in this. Right. That's why I took this photo with me. Witness, that is enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pipe. Shut up, mouth. Shut my what? What's she going to say? She took the photo on what? Wait a second. She enlarged that photo? Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Miss Hart, look at this photograph! You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Well, we still cannot see who is firing at this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? That has to be something. You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she show it. Suppose this means the cross-examination is over, obviously. And I would like to close the cross-examination, Miss Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything else to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. Show the judge what's strange about this photo. It's his hand. Take that! Here, Your Honor, the shooter? I'm not sure I understand what about the shooter is strange. Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. Take that! The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom is quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor, you've given us definitive proof today. We know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth did do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? That's the only explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! So you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? Examination of the victim's wounds revealed the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been a suicide. Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Did it kill you to just state how they really feel with the thanks, Edgeworth? I reconstructed a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. Thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Hoo boy! Lotta. Maya! Hey Nick, it's you! I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Okay. Sorry guys, I had to stretch a bit. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Phew. Oh, and he wanted me to get the bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess I'll send you a bill or something. I don't picture giant bills of money every time I hear the word bail. Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. It sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. Wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. Wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Haven't seen Larry around it at all. Probably out paying through the nose on the date with a lovely fiancée. Well... Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today, Yes, what about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show. But it wasn't really all that. Though you did say Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to say thank you, you know? Thanks. Detective Gumshoe, any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? Sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you about my Faye, huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they have their report written up. Man, I don't know what could have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff? I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth. He's really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm going to head back to the station. I'll have to report on mine and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh wait, I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't act a stranger or something. Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent too. Well, we're not going to worry about that now because we're at time, so I'm going to have to end it here. Hoo boy, we're starting our second investigation, and we're going to beat our first witness at the next trial. But that'll have to happen next time. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Body Time for more content, especially more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Also, please make sure to share this video far and wide so we get as many eyes on this series as possible. I will see you in the next one.